And in India, there is a law that an Ayurvedic physician can prepare his own medicines for his personal use in the clinical practice. So this is the peculiar law in the country, which is nowhere in the world, because Ayurveda was there in the tradition. So my father, who had a Guru Maharaj, he used to make his own medicine and following a very special branch of Ayurveda that is called Ras Shastra. And Ras Shastra means science of mercury and metals. And these are toxic in raw form, but he was taking years and years to make it. So in 70s, he started a formulation taking copper, mercury, and sulfur. And after 2-3 years, when this medicine was in a final stage, it was given. I think he was forced to give to a dying patient because the family was very keen to take this treatment from him for advanced pancreatic disease. And then my father gave it. So this was the incidental finding that this particular product gave a miraculous recovery to a dying patient of advanced pancreatic disease. So this was the journey. It was not a well thought, it is not a well researched, it just happened. And after that, my father was making medicine and giving to the patient with batch to batch variation. He passed away in 1984, and then I continued his practice. And between 1984 to 1996, I saw the same recovery rate in pancreatic diseases. And then I started documenting of my practice, following good clinical practice from 1997 onwards. And the first case who came to me in 1997, this is a coincidence that he is present in our hospital with his father, who has been diagnosed with a pre-leukemic stage. So he completed 23 years. But till then, and these all cases who came to us, no one was diagnosed by us. They were diagnosed by the leading gastroenterologists in a reputed hospital by following the guidelines of the modern medicine for the diagnosis of pancreatitis, different type of pancreatitis. So we are going to present today the data of 990 cases who have been enrolled in our clinical practice from January 97 till June 2020. But the majority of the cases are from November 2014 to 2020, because for 14 years, 97 to 2014, we have 48 cases only because it was word of mouth. But in 2014, we got a shot in our arm when our state government did a big seminar and when we presented everything. So since then, we have good flow of the patients. So nearly 900 cases, 950 cases have been enrolled in last 5 years. So you can see that when these patients are from the different age group, and we are finding of late very interesting thing that below 11, the youngest case is 3 years old with diagnosed with pancreatitis. So we have 38 cases who are below 11 years, but the majority of the cases are 19 to 45, which is the productive age group, and its average onset in the world is 24 years. But by the time the age increases, the number of cases decreases. That is the generation of data which we are showing from our clinical practice. So Amar is a compound which was developed by my father in mid-70s, and now we have reached to a stage where it is well researched and standardized form, and it is named Amar. When we started treating our patient, because a lot of dilemma is about metals and minerals, so we have very interesting category of 24 cases who came to our practice. They took the medicine but never started. These are 24 cases. We have 17 deaths. As I said that the disease has significant death rate, which is about 55% patient die in 20 years in United States. But our data of 990 cases of India shows a very interesting thing, that nearly 92% patients survive 10 years. Because after 10 years, the patient enrollment is very poor, nearly 7.3%. So from that death rate, we have come down to 17. And in this deaths, we have included even those cases who could take treatment only for 5 days, or when they came to us, their bilirubin was very high, they were full of edema. But whatever it is 17 death rate. We have 7 patients who showed relapse and progression of the disease even after completing 1 year treatment. But nearly 50% patients have completed 1 year treatment, are living disease-free and fear-free of the disease. Nearly 30% patients are on treatment. 5 patients have lost to follow-up, and there are 133 cases who did not continue treatment due to obvious many reasons. So this is our data, and what we are saying, the patient who completed 1 year treatment, these 465 cases, that is very amazing, very astonishing. We are 98% patient out of those who have completed are living disease-free without relapse, which I will show in the next slides. This is the impact of Ayurvedic treatment, which brought us last year in Hawaii, where there was 50th joint annual meet of American Pancreatic Association and Japan Pancreatic Society. It was a group of leading HPE, hepatic, biliary, and pancreatic disorders specialists, and we were the only non-conventional doctor who were invited to that. And out of 620 abstracts submitted, they selected 50. There was 1 year treatment. So this patient who came to us, these were 476 cases, who had weight loss, weight gain, number of attack, and hospitalization. That was before Ayurvedic treatment in the previous year. But when we started Ayurvedic treatment, you can see the number of hospitalization, which was 1,097 in the previous year, has come down to 36 years after Ayurvedic treatment. One can say only, wow, how this has happened. And the emergency attack from 1763 has come down to 104. Nearly 90% patients did not experience any attack. And similarly, the weight loss, because one of the clinical features is weight loss, it has stopped. Now weight loss is less and weight gain is more. So this is something very rich, and what we received the comment, enriched with content and volume. So this data made us very proud, very happy about the efficacy of this mineral formulation in the treatment of pancreatitis. This slide showed progression stage, and 262 patients have been evaluated pre and post, and we could not see any progression in any case. So that again reinforces our belief in the medicine, that this medicine, this mineral is the cause of the disease, and this mineral is the answer of the disease, as there is no progression on these cases. And this practice has been continued now. Now all the patients are being evaluated for progression after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and so on. Any disease in Ayurveda, I'm fascinated by the theories of Ayurvedic concepts and practice. And one of the definition of the medicine says a medicine should be able to cure the disease. The medicine should not cause any adverse effect or cause any other disease. It should be easy to consume. And number 4, the relapse should not be there. So many times we see the modern medicines are able to treat the patient in acute condition, but after some time disease come back. But with this slide, we are trying to show you the sustainable effect of Ayurvedic treatment. And here you can see the 6 patients are those who have completed more than 20 years. As I said, the first patient has completed 23 years. There's the category of 15 to 20 years. So we keep an eye on our patient. And out of 476 cases, as I said, that there are 5 relapses and dropout and 6 deaths, including accident or heart attack, whatever it is. So this shows 98% patients have a sustainable effect of this treatment, which is unheard, unseen, and this is a wonderful data which I'm showing to people, because for many people it will be unbelievable that a patient of pancreatitis is living disease-free, attack-free, and leading a normal life.